We got all the third or nothing?
This one of my younger firefighters.
Yeah, that's Tom.
Everybody young firefighter? No. You're not.
I knew that was all right.
All right, ready? Call the meeting to order. Stand for the pledge of
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call.
Pruitt.
Here.
Johnson.
Here. Here.
Yep. John Barner.
Here.
Norton.
Here.
Lee's here.
Approval of June's minutes. I don't know if anyone had a chance to look at them. Everyone's had a chance to read. There's a budget ones too, right? Minutes.
Yes.
Yep. Minutes from the budget meeting, so. Everybody good with it? Good. All in favor of approving June minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Public comment. Come to our first public comment.
Yes, I'll comment. I didn't see another public comment on there. So I just, as a quick update for the picnic, we had approximately 300 people there. So it was a good turnout, didn't get rained on this year, which was nice. A little warm, but a nice breeze, so I think people had a good time and appreciate the support. We had some extra volunteers come in from another group we work with, and so that helped in the food area to have extra hands so we could kind of float around a little more. So appreciate those of you that were able to make it and mingle with the public, and got things ready for next year.
Yeah,
So,
very good. Yeah, the committee did a very good job.
and I think we're slightly under budget.
Any other public comments? Commissioner, Larry?
Well, we wanted to tell you something that the sheriff has started. It's a new program called Autism Law Enforcement and Recognition and Trust. It's alert, and they're handing what they're doing. There's a training program for the police or the patrols. I don't know if the city is doing it. I guess I didn't check into that. I was going to say that. And people who have anyone in their family that say is someone with autism, they can put a sticker. Now this is just when I snipped at how big it is. I don't know what the true size is. But you know, people with autism can react differently depending on what all the lights, the sounds that go on, and things can get not go as well. And so this is an opportunity to let the police know beforehand that there's someone in the vehicle who might have that situation.
So this is a sticker that goes in the window of the vehicle?
Of the cars, yes. And where they would find, people would just go to the sheriff's website, which is on the county's website, and you just look under sheriff, and then you'll see the alert symbol there, and that's where they can go and register, and then they will send them a sticker through the mail. So then, because they'll want to know, I imagine they may go through the license or whatever, so they may beforehand.
So they identify whether it's a child or whether it's.
Yeah, right, probably all those things, and that's all in that registration form. Great question. So it's just trying to be aware that that's more common these days, and now they know some things they can do about it. I think they tried it other places. Seems like at the MAC conference they mentioned some things about that. They were starting trying it. counties, and so we're doing it here, so I wanted you to be aware of that. The carcass patrol is still active, and on the website is still the form that people can use to fill that out to get them removed. With the recovery pod opening, that also turns out has freed up a little bit of space, so they can have more inmates in the jail, and usually they would probably reserve, hopefully, for federal inmates. The thing about if we can have more federal inmates, we get paid for them. When it's a local inmate, we have to, of course, pay all taxpayers have to pay not only the taxes, all their health benefits too. So anything you can do to keep the inmate count of locals, that's be a great thing. But that's just so they could have more feds now, but that goes up and down all the time. And then the last thing, they still need a part-time correction deputy, but otherwise they're fully staffed on the control side, so that's good. The equalization fellow Chris Dahmer, with assessors, he's having some training classes here in the summer. Those anyone involved with that, he's got 2 of the 3 that he's going to be offering scheduled. The one is called Chain of Title, understanding there and what local assessors need to do, and the second one is Deed Data Entry Best Practices. So that's they're going to be the 2 he's got scheduled. I don't know what the third is. He hasn't scheduled that yet. There was some thing we voted on yesterday regarding emergency sirens that are around the industrial park. Dow Corning and Dow Chemical had installed those around 2000-ish. I don't know exactly when that project was completed. They had some major releases near the end of the 1990s, and as a result of those, probably because of public relations motivations and who knows what else, they put in that system. They replaced the 6 that were in the city and added 7 more, so I think the city has like 13, the county has like 14, and now there comes the question how we pay for them. And so there's probably lots of different ways to do that. What the final way they ended up going was paying by siren, and there's the 1327s are being paid by the city, and then 1427s from the county is paying. Even though there's like 4 or something that are outside the county, they're in Baytown, I guess, but we still. I don't know if there's one segment or not, but anyway, it doesn't matter. We are as Midland, we were paying for them because it's the companies that are within Midland County are the ones who have the releases, and that's the primary purpose of those sirens. They can also use them for bad weather events too. But so the payment and the cost of it is pretty pricey, near $750,000, and so we paid the $370,000 or something. A point that I wanted to make: the city people also pay county taxes, so they're paying not only as their county tax portion, but also the city tax. They would be coming there, so they're essentially almost contributing twice for these, but they're the ones who get the most benefit. So, but I wanted you to be aware that when they're spending that, there was capital money available. I'm not sure that we saved up for it or not, but at least there was capital money available. Those things were starting to be very difficult to maintain. Dow Chemical, or the industrial park, paid for all the maintenance and all the power associated with them. And they will continue to do that. It was now the capital expenditure to replace them because they've been there 25 years-ish. So, and they have some rotating parts, and so that's why they needed to now start to replace them. Mosquito control, this thing I want to pass on, they have the reporting, or I guess actually, it was, excuse me, that's more with the county health department, that the amount of Lyme disease, they're seeing an uptick. It's going up, then we've had 9 cases so far this year. And the people that they thought who got it were ones primarily who just weren't doing a lot of things outside the county. So what they said, okay, we have Lyme disease in Midland County, not a surprise necessarily, but makes people going to be more cautious when there are any tick bites. Try to to get those off as soon as you can. I think like ours, don't squeeze the little buggers because then they squirt anything from your body fluids inside. So that's the key, is to go from the head out, or as opposed to and at the Minden County Health Department website on Minden County, they show some things of how you do that. But I wanted to let people know that we have it in Minden County. It's a horrible disease if you end up getting it, and so it's all about getting it treated first and paying attention to that. I think people would have heard, those went to MCTOA, that when mosquito control I'm talking about they were talking about the gas dispersers versus electronic. Last year, I had the impression that if we went with electronic, we could go twice as fast. That impression, I don't know where I got that impression exactly, or if I heard that. In any case, it was wrong. Whether we have gas or electric, they can go the same speed. But the gas ones are easier to repair. So my guess is we're not going to be buying any more of the electronic ones. Yes, they're quieter, but then people don't know they go, and then they go checking you guys, and they get calls too to say, well, why are they coming around our area? So you don't have that audio feedback. But I don't think we want the beepers or anything on them either. And we'll think about that. So I just want to make sure people know you can go the same speed, so I'm going to correct the mistake from last year. That's all I really thought I would go over. Any questions, concerns?
My interpretation of that information that was given out last year was that the electronic one allowed the truck to go faster, and yet it was still dispersing the same amount of spray per quarter mile or whatever. It didn't matter if you were 5 miles an hour or 10 miles an hour or 8 miles an hour, you were going to get the same spray amount over the same surface area.
But I was at MC, and I asked Dr. Dowd about this, but I thought, hey, I was telling people we couldn't go. They couldn't go to them. So, no, they can't. And apparently they can go. They can adjustable quantity with the gas as well, because otherwise they couldn't go faster.
Yeah. So that's what I got out of it. Was if they could go faster, they just spray more. The machine on
yes, and so they can vary, but they can do that with the gas ones too. So it won't matter which way. It was now, I don't know if they first thought it was going to be cheaper, maybe they'd last longer, they were experimenting. Well, now we've learned some things. All right, thank you very much.
Thanks, Larry. Approval of tonight's agenda. Anybody have anything to add? All in favor of the agenda as printed, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same. Reports and correspondence. I don't have anything.
Just, election's coming up August 4th, got absentee ballots coming and going. If anybody needs one, they can get a hold of us. Other than that, we're all set.
Same.
Oh, yeah, one last thing, I'm sorry. My BSNA training, it's all up and running and going, and it seems to be going pretty good. Still learning going on, pretty good. There, I'm sorry.
No problem. Sandy.
Tax bills are out in the mail. I'm getting a few of them back that I need valid addresses on, but other than that, everyone should have their tax bills.
All right. Craig?
No.
Keith? Or
Other Keith?
yeah, no.
I don't have any.
John. Keith.
I don't have anything either.
Ryan? I don't have anything. All right. Reconciliation, the clerk and treasurer.
We're through May.
Authorization for payment of bills.
I'll make a motion to pay the bills as they stand.
I'll second.
Anybody have any questions or comments on them? Board, public comments on them? Roll call?
Pruitt,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Kenworth,
Yes.
Turk,
Yes.
Gardner,
Yes.
Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes.
Reports. Mr. Nick, you're up.
Yes. Well, I've got more detail if anybody wants it, I can provide it, but the overall view is we've got 8 blight, we've got a total of, I believe it's 15. We've got 8 of them that are blight related, there's 1 RV occupancy, issue, a light trespass, one's regarding fence, there's 3 noise that, and I'll come back to that. And there's 1 about free-range chickens. About 4 of these are probably not, well, I know at least 3 of them. The noise ordinance needs work. Because as it is right now, it's unconstitutional in its language. I can't enforce it. I don't know if it's gonna take board approval or just a general consensus, but, talked with Andy, at the attorney's office, asked him some specifics about it. He's the one that looked at it in general with me and said, yeah, it's too vague in the definition of noise. He estimated it would probably take him a couple of hours, is what he said, to draft an amendment. I don't think it's a full-blown redraft. I think he just amends the ordinance that's there with better or more distinct language. The way that it was posed to me was any of our ordinances should speak for themselves at face value, meaning currently noise is defined very loosely as any sound / disturbance of any kind which when unreasonable in time of day, duration, volume, or manner is injurious to or significantly interferes with the public health, safety, welfare, peace, comfort, convenience, or other public interest of the residents, businesses, or property owners of this township.
That's rad.
Now, if I polled everybody in this room as to what that means, I'm gonna get a different answer. That's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So I don't know if it's something you wanna try and address today, or just get back to me, let me know. All Andy needs to know is if we support having him draft it, and just understand it's gonna be a couple of hours of time. He didn't wanna move forward with it without the blessing from the board, so. But I got my hands full.
I would think,
Yeah, I think
so just go ahead and, if you wanna get
If
over.
you're okay with it, I can get back with him and let him know that.
Yeah,
we're
I mean,
gonna draft it.
One's got to
It's-
go through the planning commission, or,
No,
Nope.
that's, ordinances don't go to planning commission.
okay.
I can have him draft some language and send it to us, and then
We'll approve it.
take it from there.
Just need an amended noise ordinance.
Yeah,
It didn't sound like it's gonna take him very long to do, but he did reference, there was some case, and I thought he said it went to the state, Supreme Court. And it came back, it was similar in that the language was too broad. And that's where he referenced, I believe that's where he referenced, constitutional language. So, he says in theory, he says he knows it's a stretch with some residents. Not necessarily our residents, but in general. He said we should be able to give them a copy or point them to that copy. And it should be self-evident what they need to do to stay off my radar. So, I'll get back with him and let him know that it's okay to draft it and ask him what else he needs from us. And then go from there. If anybody has any questions, I can field them, otherwise.
He didn't give you any kind of scale or, that he was referring to from the state court ruling on?
Scale? It
A
was
scale of noise. I mean, Is that what he's?
No, I think what he's saying, he did not want to get into, when I talked to him about it, he didn't want to get to a point where we had to say X number of decibels.
Yeah,
Then somebody's gonna be a decibel reading,
that'd be all over the place.
and then I'm gonna have to run around and measure decibel readings.
Well,
And
then you're
have
very
a second
loud.
witness and blah, blah, blah.
The same decibel at 10 o'clock in the morning doesn't
Well,
register as much as it does at midnight.
Actually, it does.
Well, it registers the same, but not to our
Noise
hearing
level
because
is
the
the same
background noise is
regardless
gone.
of time of day. It's just how much background noise you have that might
Yeah,
come back.
yeah.
And that was the other thing that we did bring up, or that I did bring up, is there's not really anything definitive as far as time of day when it's, you know, an issue. The only thing that references time within the noise ordinance is an exception for highway work. The way I've always administered it is if it's okay for MDOT to be in front of my house with the jackhammer, it's okay for Craig to be blasting his music at the same time. I'd rather listen to his music than a jackhammer.
I can turn my speakers your way.
But I think both of those things are gonna be part of that drafted language. He's gonna try and outline
Okay.
a timeline, and then loosely it was something that's tangible for everybody. Because a decibel level, I mean, I understand what 85 decibels is. That's usually the threshold at which you want hearing protection. As a characterization, if at the front table, you have to raise your voice to be heard, like if Sandy needs to essentially almost be shouting at Russ for him to hear her, that's about 85 to 90 decibels in background noise, and that is the time in which you had damn near better have some hearing protection on, because long-term exposure, you are going to feel that effect after several years.
Hold it. Does that mean there's gonna be no more football games on Friday night?
Thought maybe you were gonna say you didn't hear me.
You know, they always complain about that stuff, but people don't realize that decibel, the state does have a limit. But like you say, the wind carries it, it varies. I mean, I've got a decibel meter, I can give you readings, you can
Yeah.
watch go up and
I've
down.
got one on my phone, but it's
But
not
it just freaking,
what I would say is.
you don't wanna go with the decibel thing, cause it's not gonna work.
Exactly. I think he's gonna go more high level of, hey, if you're inside your house and the windows are closed and you can hear it rattling, banging, whatever, it's probably too loud. Something of that nature, and within a certain time frame, or if it's outside of the hours of this and that. I'm not sure if both of them are gonna run in conjunction, I'm not sure when it's gonna draft, but I'll get his language and then ask him what we need to do to get it approved and implemented. I appreciate it, thank you.
Is that it?
That's enough.
Did you see the ruling at 4 3/4?
I did,
I don't know if you want to comment or should,
not until August.
or, okay.
I'll talk to you offline after the meeting.
Have you sent letters to those few handful of places about their blight, different ones?
Yeah, I need to draft another follow-up, because at least, of the 8, I think 3 actually responded to me. The most significant was, you know, the garbage place on the M20 corridor. And essentially, you know, the old produce place. But essentially, his question was, are there still things that I need to do? If I have to go with the sheriff and point to all the crap that's gotta get cleaned up, I don't think the sheriff is gonna like me, because I'm gonna tie up a deputy for pretty near half a day. I don't wanna do that.
Okay.
But I guess where I'm at anymore is, in general, common sense and logic escape a lot of people that I have to contact. And I'll leave it at that.
So even on 5 Mile, let's start to collect a few more vehicles
Yeah.
instead of
I've
going the other
got an
way.
esteemed colleague at the front table that wouldn't disagree with me.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Nick. Zoning, Frank's not here. Code authority.
Code authority, so we met last month, there wasn't a whole lot of, within our meeting. We had a little bit of discussion on our effort to reduce the amount of paperwork that we have, which I don't know if we'll be able to do since we have to hold on to most of that paperwork for pretty much ever. But one of the interesting things that happened this week is on Monday, all of the board members received a letter that our office manager is resigning at the end of next week. And so there's been a handful of messages that have followed up from that. One specifically from Lanika, who is the assistant office manager, that she would like to be considered for the job. I expect that since she's already trained and she knows what the job entails and all, that we'll probably move forward with putting her in as the office manager. So that'll be interesting. It'll at least reduce our costs, because that was one of my biggest concerns, is having two people on all the time, or most of the time, was really a drain on our limited financial reserves. So, but other than that, next week is the next meeting. It will be somewhere in the county services building. I probably won't know until like next Wednesday, because they keep moving it around, because they're redoing your chambers. Have they finished that?
They're
It's
really
done.
close, yeah.
They're really close?
Usable. I mean, they said all the furniture was in, as things are working out, you don't need an overhead.
No, we don't. We just need a place to sit, yeah.
Yeah, they should be able to.
All right. I expect that the conference room next to that is probably still occupied.
No.
Oh, that
Everyone's
one's
back.
back. Oh,
Everybody's
well,
back.
we'll be in that one then. So, next week, 5 o'clock, county service building on Thursday. We'll be there. So, last month we had to go find, I think we were on the 3rd floor in the conference room. So,
So you were 2 months ago.
was it? Yeah. That's all I have.
All right, parks.
First off, we've got a survey that I put together. We are doing another revision of it, but it won't hurt if you're interested and can help us out and fill out the survey. I know it's 5 pages long, but it's only like 7 questions. So, not a very long survey, it just looks like it is. But that's gonna help us set up, we need to update the survey that's in the 5-year plan that has to be sent to the state to be eligible for grant money coming from the government. And then whether we use it there or not is up to how we decide to fund it. But it's also useful to send into, the local foundations when we're trying to get money from them. So any help there would be appreciated with that, and we'll get an updated one, and as soon as we get that updated one, revision, we'll get that posted. We'll have Keith post that on our website, and Renita's gonna post it on her Facebook site for people to get it. And all anybody needs to do is bring it back in here, and they can put it in my mailbox in the back of the office next door on there. Otherwise, I did want to express, Todd, the park was in very good shape for the picnic. The restrooms got in shape while we were there, and that's very much appreciated. So please share that with Mark and Dave and Jeff on there. Appreciate that. Helped it, but it went over well, so it's always nice when we're putting the park on display like it was, that everything's looking good. So, other than that, we now have the second pickleball court inside the ice rink. If you drive by, you won't even know that's there because of the railing around it, but there is a pickleball court there. And we're working on getting a sign up, unless that got done here recently, Brian, I don't know.
Signs in the boys',
I'll get that out.
the signs in the boys'
Yeah.
shop,
We
been
have-
there for a week.
Yeah, okay. Well, when they get done, thanks. I'd like to see how much work gets done, and if we need to, if we get enough demand, we've got room to add a third, maybe a fourth court there without any large overhead expense to the township. So it's just the nets, and the net's about $250, so.
Has it been getting much use? Because they said those are pushed, the nets are off to the side, right?
Yeah, somebody pushed it, the roller blade.
Yeah, yeah, they're easy, they're not heavy. They can be moved rather easily, and that's okay, because like we said, on our surveys and all that, we've got rollerblading, and if somebody, there's still hockey nets in there, if somebody wants to come in and do that, if they wanna come in and do their dog training, like it's been done in the past, they can do that too. So it's kind of a free use space there. So,
Can you put that on the website? There's pickleball courts. If you would, please.
that's all I have to say on parks.
All right, thanks, John. The other John, fire department.
I promise my reports will be much shorter than my predecessors. Do you know it's 90 degrees out? You don't need a coat.
It's all that pressure.
All right, for the month of June, we had 39 calls, 15 medicals, 6 lift assists, 6 for trees and wires tangled together, 4 mutual aid, 2 unknown accidents, 1 gas leak, 1 grass fire, 1 house fire, 1 iPhone. What an iPhone is when somebody sets the phone on the back of their car and drives away and it falls on the ground, it alerts central dispatch that there's been a crash. So all of us go running out there looking for a phone in pitch. And believe it or not, we can get it within several feet. I mean,
Did you find it?
we found several. One was in like multi pieces, and we found probably 50% of the time. That's where the law enforcement or EMS. Okay, 1 order investigation and 1 unlock for the month. Bring the year to 231 for the year. Other news: SD valves. We still got some that need to go and get recertified. The garage door has been replaced. Did you notice that? Did you know? Anybody notice that?
I didn't know it was being done. Front or back?
Front.
Front. All the wrinkles are gone out of it. Did I give you the bill?
No. Well, I don't think so. I don't remember seeing it.
Say yes, because I'm not sure I know where it's at.
I don't believe so.
Okay.
Unless I gave it, but I don't think.
Maybe like 6,000 some odd.
To who?
Johnson, the Robinson, Mount Pleasant.
Maybe. I'll have to look.
I'll look to it. We attended the picnic. It was a very nice day. Kids had fun. With lots of fingerprints all over the fire truck. And we as a department, every 10 years we have to replace our turnout gear, so we went down the process of getting a hold of a vendor and had 3 different sets of gear that we're looking at, and the guys have picked out which gear they would like. So as soon as we get some prices back on that, we'll bring it to the board to, but it's gonna be in the ballpark of somewhere between $3,500 and $4,000 per firefighter. So you're looking at $60,000 to $80,000 to replace the gear, but it's one of those NFPA laws we have, kind of like the tires. Nothing we can do about it, we have to do it, so. The only question I got, and I kind of dropped this on Russ a little while ago, I got three sets of gear I need to replace right away. Do I wait till next month to do it, or do I order the new stuff for these guys and then pay the balance next year, or? I know without a price, you guys really can't make a decision, but this is more an informational dump on it, and I don't have the prices for the 3 different sets, so, next month I will have that, and need some information for you. Okay?
Yeah, but we can talk about that here.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. We need all that shit. It's on the agenda. Questions, comments, and the smoke outside, not responsible for that. That's your Canadian neighbors and Minnesotians that are sending their smoke our way. So it's supposed to be this way for a couple of days, I think.
We don't want any of our equipment going to that fire.
That Dodge will go a long ways on taking gas. So, no. Okay, thank you.
Thanks, John. Planning Commission.
We had one site plan from the Axiom Church. We didn't see a lot of issues, but Greg and Brian Hart were gonna go over it to confirm it was good to go, so. For an addition on the Axiom Church on M1.
How big of an addition are they doing?
16,000 square foot.
What's the size?
It's good size, it does have water suppression in the new addition. The inspector did not make it put suppression in the old one, even though they are hooked together, which I questioned. And the gentleman from Logaf is gonna make sure and double check it.
Is it going out the back way?
Yes, going out the back.
You make a bigger parking lot?
Yes, they're gonna make from 74 spots to 151 spots.
So the 5 football people can park over there? Just a short,
After you finish shuttle bus,
Yeah, back in the woods.
what's that?
But extend the path.
Yeah.
Path from there to there. Am I on?
Yeah, but it's not on our property. Can't do it.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
That was so really
that's something I know that they're working on yet, so. They've talked to the city water and trying to figure out
What they're gonna allow them to do.
if they're adding 2 more sets of bathrooms. Yeah, it's got issues that they gotta look at, so.
Yeah.
It wasn't approved to go yet, it's just a site plan to try to make sure that they're good on that portion of it. It's gonna be a slow go with them, I think, so.
When are they trying to start?
They'd like to start next spring,
Oh, a year from, or
just 2027,
Okay.
spring 2027. They'd like to if they got all their financing in place. And I think that's their big stumble block right now, is their financing on the way, so.
Cool.
all right.
That's all we had.
Thanks, Brian. Cemetery,
Nothing new at the cemetery right now.
assessor, when's board review, the 21st, I think, of this month.
Tuesday.
Yep, next Tuesdays. That's back. And that's at 11 o'clock. Or no, 11:30.
11:30.
11:30, sorry, I didn't see that. 11:30 to 12:30, Chris. Agenda item number 1. Now, you turn up here, the only, when you're talking about those 3 people, but if they need it, I hate not to get a quorum.
Yeah.
I don't, like I asked you, is it cheaper if you order all, whatever, 16 sets now,
I
or?
would check it and find out. If it does come back that it's cheaper to order the bunch, then we'll just have to wait a month. I mean, the gear that needs to be replaced has been needed for several months. But like I told these guys, I mean, we put it in the budget for this year, and we couldn't purchase, I wasn't gonna purchase the new old gear within a couple months of buying brand new gear for everybody. That was a big waste. So we've just kind of been holding off. So to give you an answer, I don't know.
Okay.
But like I say, if you plan it for, there's 15 of us now, and I think we're talking about getting the 16th one here soon.
Is there any certain one item for each one of them 3 firefighters that needs to be done now? Boots or a coat or?
To them, yes, to me, no.
Okay.
Well, like I say, we have extra gear, but none of the gear fits the guys.
What?
And the sad part is I got a whole room full of fire gear that costs $3,000 a piece that is totally useless. And you throw it in a dumpster or you give it to somebody that really needs it. And I'm trying to find some people in the UP or maybe Minnesota or Canada that are fighting fires who use some gear. And they put the fire out so we don't have to breathe it. But, so that's the thing about the gear, it's just like the tires, we're replacing fairly good tires with brand new tires, we're replacing some fire gear that might have been worn once or twice. And but they have to have it, it has to meet NRPA standards. Some chiefs will say, don't worry about it, just go with the flow, and if you get caught, ask for forgiveness. I don't think that's the right way to do it.
No.
Right.
But the new gear is nicer than the old gear that we got, it's got some new benefits to it for cooling and stuff you're in Detroit, they replace their gear probably every other year. Up here, we don't replace it that often, because it doesn't get used that much, but my phone, it's like brand new. You sit and watch, don't get dirty. So, that just give you a head up, so at the next board meeting, I'll have prices and more information for you, but I think replace the gear that they need right now, I would say we can hold out. Would you, Charlie? Yeah,
For another month, yeah.
another month.
How long does it take you to get it then? You know?
Remember what you told us? 2 months? About 2 months.
Okay.
And this is just coats and pants, it's not helmets, boots, gloves, hoods, this is just the pants and the coat. We have enough of the other stuff.
And that's all that's required now to replace just boots and, or pants and
Coats and pants, yeah. And the hoods, we did much of them last year. They got some fancy microscopic filter for smoking, or they were way above my class of knowledge, but, so, we're all set.
all right.
Just give me a heads up.
Agenda item number 2 is a resolution for the financial records. Just to keep those, I don't know what you need to do with those. I just keep the records of treasurers and clerks at the hall. This is basically from, just talking with the attorney, has said that he's recommended that this be a resolution that was passed. I don't know if everyone's had a chance to look through it.
I'll make the motion to pass the resolution for the Homer Township records to stay in the Township Hall.
I'll support it. Yeah, I don't know if we can pass it now if people feel comfortable, or if it's not that long of a one, it's pretty simple. While we're here, is there any public comments on it? The board, any comments? Discussion? Let's see if Brian's ready. Good? I'm good. When you're ready,
Okay. Give me 1 second.
you have to fill in the numbers.
Yeah, I'll have to put a number to it. I'll tell you that later, but yeah, no disputing. Okay, you ready?
Yep. Roll call.
Johnson,
Yes.
Van
Wert,
Yes.
Turk,
Yes.
Varner,
Yes.
Norton,
Yes.
Lee, yes, Pruitt.
Yes.
Okay, agenda item number 3, did finally, Dwayne's finally got the draft of the audit done, sent to me yesterday, I think. And I know everyone just got it, we can either approve this audit now as it is, or if people want like a month to go through it, just to review it.
That's probably best.
I would think so too, and then we can, because there's a lot here. The one thing though, we will have to, I don't know if we have to approve the,
For the water district?
no, this, the one letter that has
I think
the,
that has to be on
it's just something that has the township letterhead, it's just something that Todd and Sandy have to sign, that just, I think that has to do with you filing.
Yeah.
For them to go ahead and file reports with the state, what is yours, that
F-65.
F-65 reports with the state.
And it's just basically says we're the representative of the township on this.
Yeah, and that's the only thing, I don't think that has to be board approved, it's
Oh,
just
that's-
the treasurer and clerk both have to sign it, get this back to them right away. Then by then, I think if we just wait and everyone can go through this, then we can just take time next month and do a short review through it. Go
I
ahead.
just have one quick question. Was there an addendum to this report like there have been in previous years?
No, everything, just, there was just those four, just the four, well, this one plus the other three. Yep. And I don't know if the addendum is just this one. There's like a 2-page, but it's all right there. But most of it, one of it's all the financials, and the other's just the, yep, basically the report. So yeah, excuse me, we want to just wait until next month and then we can, everyone can review that. So that's the end of the agenda. I didn't, for some reason, there's a second public comment that got erased. I didn't even notice that. I don't know if it's on the new computer that something, I might go back and look at that. But if there is any second public comments this time,
I was just gonna ask, I noticed there was no financial statement. We talked about that last month being the budget, that there was nothing to show the public how the negative $600,000 was able to be absorbed by the township, so I can FOIA if I need to get those records again, so I can have the numbers to look at, or if they can be compiled. I thought we were going to have that by comments last month, so,
we can get
But I-
that printed out.
okay.
Any other public comments? Larry?
Just, you was talking about the tax bills, and I know that all the tax bills have been sent out, so if people haven't gotten them, they haven't sent out, sometimes they've been having post office issues, and so some of them haven't gotten them. The other, if people are interested at the Greendale website, their treasurer has written some instructions on how to use the BSNA software to see your own tax bill. So,
Or you can go right to the county, that's the BSNA is right through the county records,
Yeah.
and you can get a copy of it.
through the county, yeah, so she just had instructions for people how to do it. So, if people are curious and doing their own, you know,
Yep,
treasury
county
website.
records,
That's,
So how does she make it known that it's available?
well, it was just announced at the Greendale Township, meeting, I know it's at, and so I thought I'd let people know here that, she was letting their constituents know that there was
Well, that's
questions.
what I'm wondering, is just how did you let them know? Is it posted?
Just through an announcement, well, through the website.
Through a
So,
website?
yeah. So people use websites, but I don't know if they put it in any newsletter. I guess I didn't ask them about that. I just, that's what they're doing.
But for anyone who wants to look, you just go up to the Midland County website, and it's tax information. You select it, and then if you don't know your parcel number, you can put your name in and search that way, or you can put the address of your property. And then it comes in, it comes up, and it shows all your SEV, taxable value, SEV, and it shows your taxes, what it was for the last few seasons, and you can click on that and get a copy of it.
Thanks for all the splits out all the villages and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, you can look up anybody.
you can look up any notes, that's correct.
Have we moved any more money into our Michigan class, Sandy?
I haven't moved more money, but I am going to be here in the next couple of days.
Okay.
All right, any other? Oh, Jill.
Yeah, I was just wondering, are we any closer to getting the water district refunds?
Well, we decided, Todd decided this amount of
gonna go on the December tax
Go on
bills.
the December tax bill.
So there'll be a credit on this?
Yeah.
tax?
Yep.
Thank you.
Any other public comments? Any announcements? Meeting adjourned.